Live again, jiggity jig. This is not easy stuff, folks. Not easy stuff to figure out. Anyway, I don't know who that is. I am on EU. I've been threatening for some time now to show you folks EU and how amazing some of these homes are, and I have a whole list that we can go hit up today. It looks like my coffee just arrived. Hehehe. Okay, let me find my list. Here it is. I had it open, but okay, we've got sammisakura, gorgeous garden, second floor, Eleanor. Okay, which means I've probably been there. Yep. So I wrote down that this was a really good house. There's quite a few of them on this server. I'm glad I finally got around to showing you guys what's here. There's some really talented builders. Some really talented builders around here. On EU. And they have like a different style, I think, than the Americans do. I don't really know what it is that makes them different, but there's something that makes them slightly different. Okay. Here we go. Okay, I signed in. I should be on this. Yeah. Okay, just a nice house. This, of course, means I'm not getting anything done on my main server. I apologize because a lot of this stuff does not have... I have my mini map up, but I haven't set any toggle for it to put it away because I don't usually need it. Let me just turn it off entirely and come back. Map pins. No, minimap, don't need you. Okay, let's reload. So yeah, I'm going to try to get us some EU experience today because it's totally different. You know, it's completely different from what we do. I think that just the cultural influences probably have something to do with it. I apologize if I look out of it and if my makeup's a mess today. For some reason, I just wasn't, it didn't come easily today. It was just a real struggle to get myself together. I don't know why. I'm assuming you all know what's going on with the Undaunted celebration being canceled. If you don't, well, Undaunted was canceled. I wonder if I've been in trouble on the forums because I said something about it. No drops. They had promised us drops. They canceled that too. Because why? I don't know. Because stupid. So now we don't even get Twitch drops. They said they still are discussing what the plan is. However, I have heard from one of the GMs or the customer service people who isn't Gina posted that they were going to roll it into New Life. Now, a lot of people had speculated that they were going to roll the rewards and the other issues into not New Life, but to there we go, it's gone. But to roll it into the Dragon Guard event, which I don't think any of us know what that's going to be. Look at this. They just closed it off like that. That's kind of smart. It almost goes like perfectly. So again, this is sammisakura's house, and I'm going to try to be a little more with it. I haven't had my second cup of coffee, so I'm sort of dragging. I'm sure you all understand. You know, it always weirds me out when Dark Mother is surrounded by beautiful flowers, because it's like really bizarre. I guess death in the middle of life. It's kind of weird. Nice crafting house. A nice portal to set stations. That's smart. More people should do that. the portal to sets. You could portal to your own guilds, any number of them. Makes it easier, faster for you, I would think. Levitating beds are always fun. So it added an additional closed off area, which is a bathroom, I guess. Doesn't appear to be a way to get in there. It looks like you have to port in. How strange. But they've got the triptych in there that I really want. Oh no, there is the entrance. Okay. Where would this take you? Debbie's. Okay, I don't know who that is. Hey, Cardinal. Oh my gosh, it's Cardinal. He's seeing me stream for the first time ever. Ha ha ha. Yes, I am having a slow day. Most of my people watch afterwards, later at night, because most people are at work, which you probably are. You're probably at work. Check this out. All these rewards. And I can't imagine you're having a thrilling day at work either, given the circumstances. But, oh no, I'm so sorry. Actually, I'm happy for you because that means you avoided some crap. Look, they got this little side house. I don't know if you've heard, you probably have, that they canceled Undaunted because it broke us. Well, it broke EU, but it was probably going to break us. Yeah, and let's just say there are torches and pitchforks coming from all sides. Oh, yeah. When they announced it, people were like, I'm quitting. That's it. I'm canceling. Because people are so sick of it. But yeah, apparently it's the group finder. Something happened with the group finder. Gina posted about it. They still haven't released how they're going to make it up to people. People are... To say livid is, to put it mildly. So I think you're missing a good day. You might be better off being sick than not. Oh, goodness. Somebody else was here. I feel bad. I didn't realize. Let me go to a house with effects. Yeah, so the world is blowing up and you're not there to see it, which is good. It is what it is. All right, EU. I want C1s with effects. I think fufuns uses effects. I'm a little slow today. I apologize. I haven't had my second cup of coffee. Oh no, I mean, I couldn't care less. I'm not going to do it. But I mean, I feel bad for people who wanted to do it, you know? I feel bad for them. Yeah. And don't worry, I'm not going to ask anything about it. I wouldn't anyway. I have all of these things, but I don't necessarily have written down whether or not they have effects. Let's go to, I don't know. I'm checking. I'm so slow today. Oh, here we go. Merowech. Good use of effects in the interior. So let's check that one out. Merowech's Sigic. I live and die by the hub. Oh, you want to see something? Oh, you won't see it on this because it'll only load EU homes I've seen. But when I try to open other homes, actually no. It's doing all of them. It's not just doing... You see how long this is taking? It's because I've visited that many houses that whenever I want to look at a house, if I go under other houses, it's still loading. My screen is flickering. Morning, Gorak. How you doing? Yeah, see, it's still loading, Cardi. This is my problem. This is why I told you I was thinking about deleting what I have. Because how do I open other homes without sitting here waiting for probably a full minute or more for it to load? So, 5,647 since I got EHT. Before then, the hub, I did it myself, you know. So I just, at this point, I don't know. I just sit there, start it up, and walk away. Okay, merowech's Sijic. And I wrote good FX. But that cracks me up. So that means that I've seen 5,647 houses. Okay. Oh, I didn't try it yet because I sort of don't know whether I want to get rid of it or not because it's kind of a point of pride now. You know, running, yeah, that's true. But running kind of tab on how many houses I've seen is kind of fun. So that was part of it. I see you've changed things. I see you've changed some things in EHT. Yesterday I learned how to do books again, as I was trying to teach people. Oh, here we go. Load. This is really pretty. See, I've forgotten all of these homes. This is merowech. This is EU. And they built, wow, how many effects are, we've got 15 effects. So it's light on the effects, but it's, you know, this person is really good at freestanding. Look at that. A little bathhouse. Yeah, it is. No, it's fine. They're great. I like the way they work now. In fact, I like it better. The other thing I wanted to say was portals confuse me now. I understand the calibrated portal. I understand the back to the beginning portal. Here we go. I almost thought she was an NPC. I really did. That's funny. But the one thing that I don't get is what are all of those individual house portals? Just randos? Do you just go to, like, who do you go to your own? Like if I put Cold Harbor but without using the configuration one, I don't know where that would take me. Oh, I'll show you what I mean. Not come on. I know how to do this, Karen. I know. Okay. So I was doing calibrated portal. So those I get. But what do these do? Do these take you to a standard one? Like where does it take you? Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. All right. Sorry about that. Well, I'm glad I asked because I felt kind of stupid because I was trying to teach people and I'm like, you know, I've only ever used the calibrated one. I have no idea what these other ones do. I felt so stupid. But now I know. Yeah. You don't have to stay here if you're sick, honey, but it's so good to see you. I know, it's partially my own problem. Look at all these little things that they've added on. I'm just sort of like glossing by it, but there's some serious architecture going on here. Yeah, well, I don't know. I get a lot of views when people get home from work. I don't usually get views while I'm streaming. But yeah, so interior of Lynchville. Oh, look at that. Okay, there are two things you should be aware of. Which you may already know, and I haven't read patch notes on the most recent update to EHT, so I could be wrong. But did you see the one about the aquarium glass turning opaque? Somebody had it and it wasn't opaque. Yeah, I'm here. Yay! I didn't have class. I have no class. I didn't have class. I didn't have anything. So I don't know where the other effects were. I guess mostly they're portals. I don't know. But that was merowech. Yeah, I'm trying to remember whose home it was. It's in DDA. Somebody mentioned it. I saw it. It was the aquarium glass he had up. He had a real aquarium behind it. And then it was just gray. And I was like, what the hell is that? And I clicked it, and for whatever reason, I realized that it was just that it was opaque. I'm trying to see whose it is because they were telling somebody. I don't know. No, I don't know who it was. But it was that turned opaque, and then the Cold Harbor water that I have in my Cold Harbor house actually turned like so bright it was like white. It was not transparent anymore. You couldn't see it through it. So I think for some reason some of the textures or some of the things in the game like changed it. Yeah, the contrast transparency. I think that's what it is because two things that are supposed to be transparent became kind of opaque. And it's fine once you set it back. I mean, it works again just fine, but I thought you'd want to know that we're having that kind of a problem, that people are, having some of that trouble. I'm having such a problem speaking today. I guess I'm a little nervous because it's you. Sure thing. But let me try out a rando because I love going to randoms. Oh my goodness. Hi, Hammy. Hammy, I owe you one. Oh my Lord. Hammy, I love you. Hey, everybody. Hi. I'm just randomly touring houses on EU. So if any of you are in EU, I'd be happy to go visit your house. Oh, look at that. It worked. Thank you. I appreciate that, Hammy. I got up early this morning. You're always there with me. In my early morning streamer. I appreciate that. Delicia! Yes, Cardi's here. Can you believe it? You guys got super lucky. You caught Cardi. That's pretty amazing because the dude's so busy, he's almost never around. So this is the author of Essential Housing Tools, which I pretty much talk about all the time. And thank you for the follows. Oh my goodness. Ace Kitten, Sunny Bunny, Wolf Dancer. Appreciate it. Even if you just stay for a minute or two, I really appreciate the follows. It's really awesome, guys. Oh, of course. We all know you've been busy. Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah. You know what? It's fine. I don't think anybody's mad at you. They're mad at different people. And I won't mention who or why. But no, everybody's anger is focused elsewhere today. So I'm just visiting a random house, which has 3 effects. So there's something in here. These are amazing. Like, it feels like EU people do things on such an amazingly huge scale. They don't mess around with these little tiny things. They just go huge. Thank you, kitty. I've seen your face now too. So, yeah. Please don't sub. Nobody sub. I don't want the money. I would like you to keep your monies. I just basically am doing this because I like housing and I like you guys. So, yeah, it is a nice house. I know I'm kind of running past it, but these are the portals that you can do. I know someone on the forums was asking just today, or yesterday it was, asking, like, can we have portals in ESO? Oh my goodness, Cardi! You're so funny! Thank you. I love Cardi. You know what? He doesn't just write EHT, he's also just an amazing human being. Yeah, the sky shards are an achievement. You can get the sky shards from an achievement. You have to find all of the sky shards in order to get it, though. So, unless Cardi adds sky shards, there's no other way. It's the reward for finding all of the sky shards in the game. So you have to do the ones in Cyrodiil too. So once you get that, you can buy as many of those achievements as you want. Yeah. And yes, from the whole world. Yep, that's the reward. You have to get all the Cyrodiil ones and everything. It may not count elsewhere. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There's so much goodness. But yeah, somebody was asking. Oh, yeah, base game. I don't think that elsewhere is included in that. Um, and Zero. Yeah, that's the problem. I don't have the Zero ones. Um, so this is what I was talking about with portals, though. They can send you, like, I think it's gonna start sending me here. I have a confirmation thing that pops up. I don't think that's default, but in your settings you can change it. But here you go. You can set this so that this will now go to one of his other homes. So like, let's say you're at the end of showing your house and you have a portal in there, and you want to have a portal to go to your next house. So there's so much in EHT that's unique and really fun to use, and I love it. And I will answer any questions I possibly can about that, about building. Oh, look, a little arena. This is cool. There you go, another sky shard. No problem. I am happy to answer questions. I mean, honestly, like, when you come in, yeah, Delisha. Basically, when you watch people exploring other houses, that's a really good way of seeing things that you've never seen before, and you're like, wait a minute, I don't know what that is. I try, but it's like every time I try to do a tutorial, I suck at it. It's so bad. It's so bad. And everyone knows I hate Strident Springs. It's one of my most hated houses. But Serenity Falls isn't too bad. This is nice. Oh, the red things? The red dwarven things. These things? Oh, the moon shards. Those you get from opening up the Ashlander quests and completing them until you can get the dailies, and then they randomly will appear in your rewards stuff. Yeah, they're the moon shards. They go for about 170 to 180,000 gold. So that's per. So if you want, you could just do the Ashlander dailies, get the whole Ashlander motif eventually, and then you'll probably get one. I mean, it just takes a while. And not many people do the Ashlander stuff anymore, so it's like kind of hard to get. But my suggestion would be this: is whenever you have to farm for the crows, like for example, that you have to get the Daedra. Yeah, that's in Vardenfell. So like you have to kill the Daedra for the crows or whatever and get all of that kind of stuff. The best way to do it is to pick up the Ashlander dailies, because they send you to kill Daedra, and you go until kill Daedra, and you've got 2 with 1 stone. So you solve massive problems by grouping up your quests like that, and save a lot of time. But I mean, not everyone does the crows. Some people don't even know they exist. If you don't know, they are in Clockwork. You have to do the main quest line. And once you... I'm glad, Magic. You have to... I mean, I'm always here to answer questions. I'm so happy to tell you guys about it. I love talking about housing. So you can ask me anything, and if I know it, I will tell you. But, yeah. What were we talking about? We were talking about crows. Yeah. So in Clockwork, you have to do the main quest line. And once you've solved the things, this is neat. With the crows, it opens up an entire new daily set that you turn in junk to them. Oh, thank you. And you can turn in like dirty hides and Daedric carapaces and all sorts of literal junk. Oh, I see ya. Wow, that's a good idea, Delisha, but I don't know how much time he has. But that is a really good idea. If anyone's on EU and wants me to check your house, and thank you, Snowfliz. Oh my goodness, everybody with their bits, I appreciate it. If you want me to check out your house on EU, I'm happy to. This was one of those rare times I decided to be on EU, but I figured I've been putting it off, and I don't know why I've been putting it off. I'm glad that they're actually like open because people couldn't even log in yesterday, I think was the answer. So let's go look at trades Boulder. Yeah, have you seen my Cardi? Sometime you should go see my grand topol. It's it's the whole reason why I wish we had the like, I don't know, lining things up in a nice little pretty square. I alphabetize. I use the essential housing tools, select all the items, and do it by I should do it by item type, but I don't. Ananarch. Is it Ananarch? No, trade. But I kind of suck, so don't judge by me. No, I know it does, but no, it's fine. I just fiddle with the dimensions, and then it puts them nicely where they belong. Sometimes I'll just do 1, 1, 1. Aw, you're homesick, Cardi. Be sick. You don't have to do anything yet. By item would be fun. That really would, because I have an entire house of trees. Okay, good. When you feel better. You're so sick. And poor guy. You work so hard. But we love you. The only thing that sucks about you being more busy lately is that we don't get to see you. We're so happy that, you know, you've had success in your life. But we don't get to see you as much, and that sucks. But it's nice when you pop in. Please don't die. So this is Trade's house. This is Boulder Tree. And Trade does crazy stuff. It's, as I understand it, this entire house is a bunny, if I remember correctly. So you go up on this viewing platform, and there you go. I think it's a bunny. I'm not quite sure. I mean, it looks like it's cute. Oh, hi, Violet. Yeah, so I was showing, when you're free, Violet, I'll show you how to do the books again. Because I showed it yesterday, but it was, now I understand it better. Because it was, Cardi added something new to it, and so I got confused, but I can do it now. Yeah, it's a cute bunny, though. I don't know. I think it's cute. Bushechu. Yes. I love when people make their houses into things. Like, there's somebody who did their house as a puppy, and a whole bunch of really adorable things like that. Yeah. So normally I'm talking more about the houses I'm going to see, but usually I have a little bit of an idea of what we're going to see, and I've kind of forgotten by now because it's been so long since I've been to these houses. All right, this is an effect. It's got to be, yes. So this is 11 out of 2,000 effects in here, and this effect is the fairy dust effect, which looks remarkably like the new bugs that they put in, the new like torch bugs. Shockingly enough, it looks like that. It's essentially the same thing. You can make them bigger or smaller, and you can change the colors, though. And so this way you don't have to buy the item. You can just put them in there. You're turning a Pamela into a place for my 5 tunes and trying to tailor a room for each personality. That's actually really cool. I've thought about something like that, but I haven't done it yet. I did do a museum like that, but I haven't done it with my characters. So I do have a World Tamriel museum with each of the different. Oh wow, look at this. This is so cool. All right, guys, can you guess what is and what isn't the effect? Okay, so the bubbles, I bet you can guess the bubbles are effects, but all of the fish are effects. So none of these things are here. So you see, this is what it looks like without EHT, and this is with EHT. The difference is just unbelievable. And this stuff is so easy to do. you don't need to panic about this stuff. This stuff is pressing a button, literally. So you know, see this portion, the wand here? You click that, and then I pull it over because it's annoying where it is. Come on! There you go. Yeah, you just simply pick that, and then I was looking at portals, ignore that. Go to critters and fish. That's it. That's all you have to do in your own home is just, and then you click it, and then you can do all sorts of things with it. You can change their colors. You can make them bigger or smaller. You can do so much with them. And this is why I'm always, you know, kind of preaching about EHT. But at the same time, I understand that a lot of people have some reservations about it because not everyone can see. I would love that to change, but for right now, that isn't the case. But here's 2 points on that. First, traihd is so talented. Yeah, some of the most amazing aquariums. This whole house is actually quite impressive. Oh, goodness. So one of the 2 things to keep in mind about EHT and not everyone being able to see it. One part, and I guess not the part I go with anymore, is you can just do it so that anyone... What's going on here? I don't even know what's going on here. It's like something's falling out of it. Is it a shaker of some kind? I don't know what that is. One part of it is that you can always make it so that people who don't have EHT can have it as well. They can see things as well. They just won't see as much. So like when we were looking at the aquarium, they'd have seen just the corals and whatnot and probably walked right out because, I mean, it's just boring kind of looking. But, oh, look at that. They made it into a whole tower. You know, every time I come to one of Traihd's properties, I'm just like, wait, what? What did they do? They keep changing things into things that don't necessarily work. Oh, fufuns. Let me show you. Cold Harbor. Their Cold Harbor is insane. Yeah. They did a whole city, a whole town. You guys are going to be mind blown. If it's still up. If it's not, I have some photos of it one day. But yeah, the other point about EHT, I will finish a thought, I promise. The other part about EHT that makes it all worth it is if you have J. Ellis or me or any number of streamers who believe in EHT, touring it, that means everybody on their entire thread or streams, YouTube, whatever, gets to see it with the effects. So if you do that and you enter a contest, it's absolutely going to be reviewed with the effects on. So you're not going to have it be missing out. So check this out. Dude built a town. Dude built a town. Oh, wow. That's got to be an EHT sky. Yeah, it is. So, yeah. Welcome to fufuns' entire friggin' town. And it's amazing because I'm actually going to skip ahead to something for Cardi because I want him to see the fishes. Fishes! I guess it didn't change on him, but... So here we go. Back here, this is a fish shop or something. And you put all of that in. That's kind of amazing, but I just wanted to point out that, but then we'll go back to the beginning so you can see. A lot of this stuff is handmade manually. Like, obviously, this was made with elsewhere stuff, right? And an Allia door and one of those rose trellises. Now, this you can do just by sinking furniture in backwards. It looks like windows and doors and whatnot. But you see the marking above the door? That's EHT. That's from Skyrim, if you remember the markings that they used to put on the different doors to tell you whether or not somebody was friendly or if you should steal from them or not. Yeah. So then they've also changed the sky. So you see that pulsing beautiful greens and blues and pinks? That is too. Yeah, it is upsetting, but that some people don't want to use it. But until then, I mean, I hope that at least for the houses that you're submitting to J-Heart or me or whatever, that you don't shy away from using it for that reason, because I think other people can really get something out of it. So this is the bookshop. This is all Cold Harbor. This is an EHT floor. Yeah, I know what you're saying, and maybe one day that'll change. I'd like it to change one day, but you know, until then, there's just so many things you can do with it that make it worthwhile. And I just personally, that's an effect. See how much changes? Yeah, you can keep it simple for your friends, but you know what? They're missing out on a lot too. It's really kind of depressing, though, that some people are so unwilling to see the work the way the artist intended. I mean, if it was my friend and they asked me to install an add-on so I could see their house properly, you better believe it if I'd put it on. I mean, if you're my friend, you would. So, whatever. So this is the bakery. Check it out. So that glass is EHT, obviously. But a lot of these things are cobbled. Like these are the bottoms of sweet rolls. Those rumpy things. And then this is, these are flowers that they sunk in here to make it look like it's a cake. Like a frosted cake. And then all sorts of cool things like, you just sunk in one. This is a bottle sunken into a pearl, actually. Yes. I don't think that building a freestanding structure of any size would make any sense without EHT. The people who have done it prior to then are insane. Are insane in a good way, but insane. I just don't know how they do it. And also, if you want to tell a story with NPCs, which I did in one of my houses, and it was a kind of shitty story, excuse my language, but it ended up, you know, each character can tell you something else. Oh, please. You know how I feel. But, yeah. There's lots and lots and lots of other good things that you can use with it, but nobody's forcing it down your throat. If you don't want to use it, you don't have to use it. It's just my personal belief is that because I love... And the saving. Don't forget the saving. Because I just believe that an artist's work should be seen the way the artist intends. And if you're my friend, I'm going to go to the trouble of installing an add-on for you. Oh, wow, yeah. No, I know what you mean. I see that he's using EHT trees, too. Cardi, I had an idea for the trees, and I'm glad that you're here because I can tell you how to solve the 3D problem. I think. You know how the bunnies follow you with their eyes and they turn as you're walking? If you had a flat tree, why don't you just have it do that too, and then it appears 3D? You never actually get to see the other side of it. It'll, you know what I mean? Like, wherever you're standing, like if I stand from here, it looks good. I don't know. It's just an idea. Like, have it do what the bunny does. Because I know the bunny moves. I just think that if you'd use a good enough picture, it might, I don't know, maybe you want it so you can look up and see the branches. Maybe have two different kinds. I don't know. But it's like this. Yeah, let's see how it looks. It was just an idea. Because there's something with the trees I want to change, but I just don't know what it is. And I don't know how to do it. But guys, I'm totally not doing justice to this incredible house. Just saying. If you want to come see it, please come to Cold Harbor, and it's FUFUNS, fufuns. And this is, oh, you can have NPCs also doing cute stuff here and, you know, sweeping and farming and whatnot. Yeah, doesn't it? This house is incredible. This is one of those houses I wish that would be featured. Because there's enough cobbled in here that makes it... Okay, so you see what's going on here is that these are those elsewhere vendor flowers, you know? And then they put... It's actually complex. They put trees in there and sunk them down. EHT trees. See it? those aren't flowers, those are trees. And I think they did it so that they had those colors. Although you can fiddle with colors, they probably couldn't fiddle enough to their liking, so they probably used trees instead of flowers. But as we builders know, you can totally sink anything into the ground. So why not, use a tree, stick it in the ground, and have it look like what you want. That's just the way I look at it. And don't forget with these NPCs, you can also bury them underground. And then when you walk up, you could have like a fish talking. You can name it anything you want. So it's like, a fish says to you, why don't you eat me or something, So there's all different kinds of options of cool, fun things to do. Daedric Rock. I like how they broke it up. Like, they aren't cookie cutter houses. Each house is a little bit different and looks a little bit different because they would, You work with whatever items you have. So this is what I was thinking. I just love this main walk. That's all EHT also. That's all essential housing tools. They don't, you can't have NPCs without it, unfortunately. There's a lot of things I wish they would add. But, not my, let me see. And for a change of pace, let's go to Lotlurien. I can't spell his name. What, the NPCs? No, you can't. I mean, the banker, you can buy the banker, and you can buy the merchant lady. But they are the only NPCs you can buy, I think. You can get Perari from unlocking the quest line. She's the thief. But other than that, you don't have any NPCs. You have to download Essential Housing Tools add-on. Yeah, the banker cats are better. And, download the add-on, install it, and then you can add it from the effects folder. It's really super easy. It's very self-explanatory once you start fiddling with it. But a little marketplace and building would look good with people. Yeah, I would. I would love to see it at some point. If you'd like me to come visit, I like that idea. I love towns. I would say that out of every kind of build, towns are my favorite. Now, this one is a little different because it doesn't have any EHC, so I figured we'd change things up a little bit. This is an aquarium on a huge scale, but with no effects. Oh my goodness, Cardi, you're crazy. You're crazy. Thank you. But did you have to use my icon. You have to. It's the law. Go check out the emote you got from me. You have to use it. It's my favorite. Let me get back here. Yeah. Thank you so much. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Go check your new emote, Cardi. You'll love it. It's so cute. Storma made it for me. So we're inside an aquarium. Now, I can't even imagine how amazing this would look if you add animation to it. But if you don't, that's fine. Look at this place. Isn't this incredible? I mean, it really does look natural, like you're inside a real aquarium. I've seen people do it on a smaller scale than this, like they'll do Snug Pod or something. But this person took Cold Harbor and just went for it, doing a complete undersea storyline type house. I mean, there's so much going on. Everywhere you look, there's so much going on that you could spend so much time really. I'm a big fan of sintered rock, if I have not mentioned. It has great textures and it brings the eye up because of the shape it has. And then you look up and you see fishy schools. You see the schools of fish, floating books. There's another one of those sky shards we were talking about. There's a wolf. I don't know why he's there. There's a lot of coral and whatnot. But then down here, I notice sunken treasure. So somehow maybe a ship crashed and dropped down treasure. Yeah, it is amazing. And I just love it. It's very, very well done. So much detail work. You know, it's hard to make something look like it was just randomly put someplace or if it just like fell naturally. It's actually harder than it looks to do a natural look. Um, I sometimes spend. Oh my goodness, Delicia, you're killing me, girl. You guys don't have to do that. I appreciate it, but thank you. Actually, I just paid for Streamlabs OBS Prime, so you probably just helped me out on that. So thank you. Um, but yeah, so it's like I've spent so much time sitting there messing with items to make them look random. You know, it's like you can't just put something down and have it look right. You are a fancy badge. Play with the potato. Oh my goodness, my potato makes me so proud. My emote, my only emote. I may get one too soon, but I'm getting 3 more. One is going to be derpy, one is going to be angry, and the last one is going to be holding a heart. See? So Storma's done the first one for me, and she's gonna do the next 3 when she has the time, but I did pay her for it, so I know she's good for it. But it's going to be exciting to see the other potatoes because, like, this one, I love it. It came out so cute. It's absolutely adorable. And I have a bigger version, higher definition and whatnot, that I might actually put on a shirt. And if no one buys it but me, that's okay because I need to wear my potatoes because they're so cute. But yeah, I found this house and I was like, oh my gosh, J Hart needs to come visit this house. But I don't know. He's got so much on his plate with all of his contests these days. I don't think he has time for it. I don't know how many of you are doing the parade and contest for him, but that's, I think, the upcoming Wednesday. So that's it for this house, I think. We've seen, I mean, you could spend an hour in here, let's be honest, and not see everything. But I think that that's enough for us at this point. But you guys can always come here and check it out too. But you'll sit there for an hour. Okay. Yeah, they're probably calling him going, please come help. Everything went wrong. I won't go there though. Anyway, yeah, okay, so let me cross that one off. And then the next one is, I'm not just looking for ones that are effects. I'm looking just for the ones that I marked down that were EU. Kolthar, Lunar Champion. I wrote, amazing. Wow, lots of detail, Kara. Okay. Kolthar. Okay, not Cold Harbor. All right, here we go. Oh, it does have effects. I didn't know. I didn't keep track of it. But yeah, that's not going. Why are you not going? There you go. Okay. So yeah, I love touring houses. I can answer any of your questions about what is it doing? Do you guys see the error message pop up? Because I don't see an error message. I don't know why it stops me from going. Okay, now we're going. That's so weird. But yeah, I'd be happy to look at your homes. I'd be happy to give you advice. But the upcoming parade, I am doing a marching band because you can do anything that's in a parade. So I guess the main ideas were marching band, float, or balloon. And I am just doing the marching band because I have lots of statues and I thought that I could do a good job with the marching band. And now I'm trying to come up with what would Sheogorath use as an instrument. And so far people have suggested fishy sticks. So I bought some fish this morning and I might put them on sticks and then have him play. I don't know. But he's got to be playing something silly because it's Sheo. So this is Kolthar. This is their Lunar Champion, which, by the way, I unlocked the last part. I was very pleased. Um, so they broke off the front room into different sections and made it a much more livable space. Um, and this is just really cool because they used elsewhere walls and they made it really beautiful. And even though it's broken off, it doesn't look that much smaller when you walk around the whole thing. So here would be their kitchen. Oh, I love doing this, guys. Have you ever seen this before? When people use the wood rack for plates, it's the best. It's a drying rack. And then what they did there is they put snow. They buried snow into that sarcophagus, it looks like, to make it look like suds. So somebody is washing dishes. I probably would have put a fountain there, but maybe I'm just missing it. But otherwise, they're doing dishes, you know. That's kind of cool. And so here's Numisma. She would be one of the only NPCs that you can buy to inhabit your homes. She's the merchant, unfortunately. And here we go. We've got built-in aquariums. So these are partially real. These are display cases, and I could swear that's an actual painting. Let me see. Yep, it's an actual painting behind there. Not an effect. The only thing that's an effect in this picture is the fish. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Skeevy Nicks. Thanks, everybody. So only thing in there that's not real is the fish. And then you have, yeah, I sometimes see them doing that wiggling effect. You see the wiggling in the background? Actually, I see the bubbles now. Those are also an effect. The wiggling is not an effect. That either comes from a different, that can come from either a waterfall or a fountain sometimes makes that wiggle, or sometimes fire. Like if you have a brazier that's supposed to be really hot, if you flip it upside down and hide it, it makes the water like look, it makes the air around it move. Yeah, blue braziers do it. I think a couple others do. So it makes the air like wiggle. So a lot of people hide blue braziers. In fact, that may be what they're using to make that effect. I want to kind of sneak around and look. So you could do that without EHD. That's a trick that people have been using for a while. Yeah, I was trying to see, but I think you're right. I think you're right. It is glowing blue for that reason. But hey, it's water, so it works. But yeah, you don't have to spend the 100 grand for and get the achievement for the waterfall, although you should, because waterfalls are amazing and every house should have a waterfall. But this also is a cheaper way of doing the same thing, making the water wiggle. Pro tips is right. That's an effect, that's jet flames, which can be fun to play with. But a lot of these are achievement furnishings, and some of these are crown furnishings, I think. The precursor. Yesterday, I went to a house that I think the end count was 5 precursors. There's an entire army. I forget who has it, but someone has an army of 30 of them. And what they said they did, yeah, the jet flames are beautiful. I mean, here's the thing with the jet flames. They give me so many ideas of what you could do with something that looks like that. And a lot of them could be magical. It could be a really magical, maybe somebody's firing their wand or something. But what they did to get the precursor that many times is starting new characters. All right. See you later, Gorak. You stuck him in the back of the room for your cat. That's right, Delphinia. I remember that. I was like, oh my God, that cat's going so fast. I remember that. And they blocked off this area, which I can't blame them because I hate the second one. All right. See you, Cardi. Feel better. And thanks for stopping by. It means a lot. I appreciate it. So, yeah. So this is just us now. This is the... Oh, smoke a mommy. Yeah, it was adorable. Love you too, Cardi. Always. So this is their first portion of the house. And this is where they built down to the water. And we've got... It's just beautiful. What they've done here is beautiful. The falling petals come from the ginkgo trees you can buy in Somerset. But you can... hi, Sleeping Bella. You could also buy the Jester's trees from the Jester's holiday, but you can get them any time of year once you open the achievement for Jester's. And they do the same thing. They also drop the petals, but they're a little more purple than the pink of the ginkgo trees. So you could kind of, thank you for the follow. You can kind of mix them together and have pink and purple next to each other. Or if you can't, get one or the other, this is a way to go. Let's go in here. Oh, this is beautiful. Look at this. This is a crafting house, obviously, but what I like about okay, they built that. That's from scratch. Wow. That's cool. People make just the most amazing things. But what I love about crafting houses sometimes is when the people actually put the items that they would be using and the items that they're working with, like these saws, that axe, the wood, the cloth, just really making it feel real. Like, look at this. They added, that is a crown item, but they just stuck that on there and it looks like you're working on it right now, especially with the tools. I think so. I think each of the Somerset ones, I want to say they're 10. They may be 2. Either one, 2 or 10,000. I can't remember. It's something with a T. But the Jester's trees, I don't think they're that expensive. I would have to look though, because I don't have them on this character. You don't think it is? You may be right. I was thinking about it and I was like, is this the... But, I bought the Merkmeyer set, so that's why I didn't recognize it, because it's not part of the Merkmeyer set. Check this out. So, this is so smart. They built a vineyard. And it really does look like a vineyard, because, I used to live in California, and before they start getting leaves, we would always call them stick farms. Oh my goodness. Noise pollution outside. I hope you guys don't hear that. Yes, they are standard in EHG now. But vertical, horizontal. So it was 2K, okay. If the noise is really annoying, let me know. How many homes come with, like, a detachable fireplace or a fireplace that's built in? Because I don't think any of them have detachable ones. Like the ones you can buy, the Alinori plan. But, so anyway, stick farms. And then they put ivy on it, and then they just bought a bunch of the grapes, and now you have a total vineyard right here. Another thing I've seen people do, and what I've done, is using the Argonian lattice instead of these things. Oh, the logs. I don't know. I would have to look. It's less than you would think. It's Merkmeyer. What do you do? Wait, what am I missing? I don't know what you're talking about. I must have missed the kiln because I was talking about vineyards. I got all confused. This thing? I don't think this one is the kiln, is it? I thought the kiln was the round thing. But what do I know? Also, if you want to put any lighting outside that's, for example, like regular lampposts, this is an achievement item from Rivenspire. It's called the Hope of Rivenspire. Oh, okay. It is something then. Well, that's good to know. I learned something new. It happens occasionally. So this is the Hope of Rivenspire. And a lot of times, if I want a more intimate feeling, sure you can. Yeah, you're fine. Go ahead. I don't have it blocked. I think it makes it just feel more intimate. Firelight always makes things look a little warmer. So if you're going for a warmer look than perhaps a regular lamppost, I think the Hope of Rivenspire, although it's costly to do them a lot. No, thank you for posting that. I think it's worth it. And then they did do something across. I was curious about that. I know I'm missing things. I shouldn't just run down here because there's things up here, and I know I'm skipping them. I think. Yeah, more. You know, this is a more recent thing. I've been seeing is I guess it makes sense because Elsewhere has this sort of Oriental / look, Eastern look to it, and so the reed blinds, I'm seeing a lot more of them, and these are just Elsewhere poles which you can buy from the vendor there, the furnishing vendor, and putting them together, they created windows in this freestanding building. And that's really cool. I think the rest of it are just normal board stuff. Boards, not board. Oh, look, they added a rainbow. Not real. Okay. Kitty litter box. Yes. Let's be honest. All right. So this came with the Halloween pack that we had. What an interesting thing you can do is you can bury the scarecrow and then you just have birds circling. So if you want to have crows circling something, or ravens, whatever they are, I think they're crows because scarecrow, you could just bury this guy and you get birds without the scarecrow attached. So yeah, okay, I think this is all to see on this particular side. And then we're going to go down to the water. But yeah, I like their crafting area. It's very pretty. 700 out of 700, so they hit their limit. I appreciate them putting in handlebars because I fall all the time. I cannot do jumping. And as I've mentioned in a lot of different streams, you can't go just directly down. In the Lunar Champion, you have to go back and forth, because there are invisible walls, and they suck. So if you notice that every single one of these pathways down are zigzaggy, that's why. Because you can't just go straight down. I may have to call it, because I think they're doing work, the city is doing work outside my house. Anyway, so... yeah, I'm gonna call it, guys. It's too noisy. Even if you can't hear it, I can't hear myself think. No, I hate them. They're terrible. They're ugly. I mean, maybe I'm speaking a little too passionately about that, but I dislike them. They are not my favorite. So that's an effect. You can put lily pads in. Thank you for the follow, Springy Otter. Oh my god. So I'm gonna call it, guys, though, because unfortunately I can't hear myself think. They're doing some building or something. So thank you for following, and thank you for subscribing, and thank you and coming see me. And oh my gosh, I appreciate it so much. Thank you guys. All right, see you soon, I promise.